Earlier today, I was in the store and I overheard a black man talking to a white man. And the black guy was saying, I'm really getting sick of this. I'm really getting tired of seeing all this homosexuality on TV. It's not natural. And um, it's wrong. I feel that it's wrong. And the white man was saying, yeah, I don't think it's right either. I don't think it's right either. So the black man goes on to say that, I told my son, you were born as a male, you were born as a man. And if you ever decide to become anything else other than that, either I'm going to leave the house or you and your mama going to leave the house. But both of us cannot exist in this home with you trying to be something other than what you were actually born as. And I rolled my eyes with that because um based on the conversations that I hear, people that I know, black men have this huge issue with homosexuality. They feel like it is an abomination, that it's just utterly outright the worst thing that their son could actually be. They don't really give to, some of them don't give a damn about if their daughters is sucking on the pussy, but the idea of their son sucking a few dicks and getting hit in the ass is just like, oh my God, that's just too much for them. And it's a reason that so many black males are on the so-called down low. They hide who they actually are because of the judgment, the rejection, and just being ostracized by a parent that has this idea of who their child is supposed to be based on what society says, and just pretty much how they feel that this is the route that my child should go because it's my child. So it causes a lot of problems. He also mentioned that it be a lot of those Christians, a lot of them be gay or whatever, and I really don't understand that because I feel like God made man and woman for each other, not two men to be together, not two women to be together, and God don't make any mistakes. So for people to be running around here homosexual, that's against God. And I'm just taking my time in the little section that they were at. And what I asked myself in that moment was, okay, I hear a lot of people always saying God don't make any mistakes, that's unnatural. And with them saying that, they don't really believe that. I notice a lot of people really don't believe that because they just don't. The motherfuckers have no idea what this expression known as God actually is. But what I thought to myself is, since y'all love to say that God don't make any mistakes, that person coming into this realm as an androgynous being, a same gender loving being, a homosexual being, a gay being, that wasn't a mistake. That was not a mistake. And I know many of them never look at it that way because of their prejudice and the condition and what they've been programmed to believe should be. That person, that gay person, was not a mistake. Their creation was intentional. Because, yes, some of us come here born same gender loving, never been touched by anyone. No, none of that. That's the breath of life that they are. And even for people that choose to experiment with homosexual, with same gender relationships on down their life, in their life, that's not a mistake either. It's intentional. So I always just really wonder when I hear people talking about certain things, do you look at the entire spectrum or do you only just focus on the part of the spectrum that you are living in, the part that you actually understand? And I notice that most people don't know anything else about the other part of the spectrum other than that they are living in. Yeah, I was minding my business, but I overheard some shit and just had to shake my head and just think about this. No, God don't make a mistake. God has never ever made a fucking mistake. It's just humans feel entitled to tell God how it should show up and be itself.